Hello and welcome to this video. We're going to be looking at the Mage deck. So this was pretty useful in Standard to get me to rank 5 this month, and along with the Shaman deck, which will be the next video. So these are the decks which in the videos that I've just uploaded in the last few weeks are the decks I've actually used. So let's have a look at this deck. So you can see Secret Keeper. I'm also using the Sharpen filter if any of you are interested. So this is a new filter which just came out yesterday actually in the NVIDIA update. Because I have a 2000 series card, I can do all the new and fun NVIDIA stuff that comes out. So I was thinking, could I make a video of that? But I thought, well, I can't really do that, can I? Because the whole point is because it doesn't record the overlay. So I would have to use another program to record it. But we'll see. I probably won't do that. Maybe I will, but I haven't decided yet. There's a lot of things I'm thinking about because we're moving into September. I'm thinking like, what should I record? Because in many ways Hearthstone is just a placeholder for thinking about what to actually want to record. Anyway, back to this deck. It's not the called Secret Keeper. Age of Mystery is a very useful card. Probably the most important card is the Flak Mage. The Flak Mage it can just completely destroy the board. And this is really like, I kind of noticed it as well, like this in some aggro, is that having a powerful area of effect that will clear the board. It's a bit like the 2/2 Shaman that does 1 damage to all enemies. And do you remember also there was a Mage card that did 1 damage to all enemies. This sort of like early board clear, which is like much less powerful than, it's normally 1 damage, right? Obviously you have 2 of them, it could be 2 as well. Is very useful because say you have a very strong start, then if you clear the board at turn between like 4 and 6, then normally you can get enough. One of the reasons why it's so effective as well is because you have Cloud Prince now, and that's got a huge amount of damage. There's certain things to keep in mind though, like the Keysmith doesn't trigger the Secret Keeper because only when a secret is played. It's not when a secret is put into the battlefield. If it was that, then this would be even stronger. Splitting Image is very, very good. I remember I got it on the 11/11 Ethereal Arcanist. I was already winning the game. And then for a little bit of flavour, we have King Faris. This card is really, really good. It was my first. The thing is, when I first saw all the new cards, my initial thought was to have this, and then the next video you'll see to have Vicina, because they looked to me like the best cards, and I think that is generally true. This is probably the best card of the expansion, because it's just so strong, right? If you have a lot of high cost spells, and even if you think about it, and to be honest, probably its real power is I was going to say Rogue, maybe not Rogue. The thing is, like, in Wild there's so many options with this. If you can, yeah, I mean you could do it on Baleful Banker, couldn't you? With Thorisan or some other way to reduce the cost. And also with the Paladin, you could maybe do a Prismatic Lens. I don't know. But anyway, back to this deck because I've really focused. It's hard to say like how you play these decks, other than you really want a good base of secrets at the beginning. The Sunreaver Spy can be very, very effective. Like, I'll tell you what my favourite early game play. Coin Ancient Mysteries, play this, and then you don't even need to play the secret, and then you can just get a 3/4 on turn 2. 3/4 on turn 2 is always super useful, right? And it's also about, and remember also, coin is often used when the opponent's checking for a spell. So make sure the counterspell isn't, if the opponent has the coin, don't go for counterspell immediately. Unless it gets to like turn 4 where you know that they might be coining into something more powerful that will actually be able to counter you better. Sometimes you do want to take you need to know that will always be what the opponent does, at least in like up to rank 5. They'll always think, if I can get away with just using the coin, because that's seen as a value play for them. And sometimes it is, but sometimes if you're really on the on tempo, it can still work. And Thanos, remember 11 damage with a fireball and a frostbolt if you have Thanos out. So remember that Thanos can often be your Leroy Jenkins in a sense. Flame Strike, you don't really want to use it. Sometimes you just have no choice though if they're starting to build a board. Spellbender is one that is often quite good, especially with, against your Kirin Mage. Sometimes you need to keep that first minion alive in any way possible. Spellbender is probably one of the secrets you want to look for. It's a great secret. These two are probably the best secrets. And then Flame Ward, like a Explosive Trap, but just not as good, because the opponent will always have the chance to attack with a very high damage minion, if even if they've got low health, which is sometimes if you don't want, like if they've got no board and you don't want the secret to be triggered, that's the one to play, right? Or Splitting Image as well. Basically, sometimes you just don't want the secret to be triggered, especially if you're playing Arcanist or you're playing the Sun Reaver, right? And that's about it, really. I think Pyroblast, always good for the finisher. The whole point of this deck was like King Faris and then into the Pyroblast. So you would build the board, they would have to deal with it, and then you'd obviously have the Pyroblast. And it does sometimes work. A lot of these things sometimes work, and you just know when to go. It's just about knowing when to go tempo. A lot of people just don't know when to go tempo. They just sort of hang around for what seems like too many turns. And it is too many turns. Sometimes you just need to go. You need to go tempo in a deck like this. You're not going to have many cards left. Most likely your opponent will have a lot more cards than you, but that's just how it works. Okay, I don't know what to do.